Welcome to learn about astronomy, and this is the sky this week for December 9th, Monday, December 9th, 2013, up to Sunday, December 15th, 2013. So what's up in the sky? Well, on Monday, December 9th, tonight, actually, as we'll post this video, we've got Venus at its brightest in the southwest sky. Venus is very bright. It shines at minus 4.4 magnitude. That is the brightest it can get. It is, for those who don't know, the third brightest object in our sky after the sun and the moon. And so it's very easy to see, but you'll need an unobstructed view of your southwest sky because it's very low, about 20 degrees at sunset or a little later. So as the days go by, it's getting lower and lower. We're getting to the end of the Venus passes here. If we look at planet Venus statistics, we'll have, let's just take it up here, try to get the stats for Venus. There we go. This is the rise and set times on the upper left side of your screen. It sets at here 45 degrees latitude north. It sets at 6:55 p.m. So depending on where you are, you might this will change a little bit. It sets roughly an hour and a half after local sunset, so it's easy to see. As you glimpse to Venus after the night sky after the sunset, if we look at about an hour after sunset, a little more, Venus shining very low in the southwest but very bright. You'll have a waxing crescent moon. It's going to be pretty much halfway through, so it's the first quarter moon tonight, December 9th, and it's really in the middle between Neptune and Uranus. It's shining high in the south sky, about 45 degrees, halfway up your sky in the southwest sky, and it's going to be first quarter tonight. If we continue on, we have Jupiter rising around 6:30 at 45 degrees latitude north, and it gets high faster and faster. It's slowly becoming brighter as we're going into opposition. If we look at around 9 p.m. tonight, it's already about 30 degrees at the east, so it's quite easy to see. It's very bright, shining past magnitude -2, and it's very, very nice sight. It is the planet for the month of December, shining very high and slowly getting bigger. If you have a small telescope or binoculars, you'll see more and more details as the month goes through. Then we continue on, and we have Mars that now rises around midnight 30. So if you're a late night person, or of course an early riser, as Mars is up when just before the sun rises, Mars getting also slightly rising earlier every day and every week, and also coming for a winter night of viewing pass. That's going to be quite cool. And we continue on. As night goes through, well, we have Saturn rising at 4:30 a.m., getting easier to see. And one of the interesting features of our southeast sky, before sunrise, you might want to spot Comet Lovejoy. Comet Lovejoy shining at magnitude 4. That's visible to the naked eye, actually. And so I think Comet Lovejoy is something to check for in the southeast sky. Comet Lovejoy will be our feature for this week. It's actually, we don't have a Comet ISON since the degraded, but at least we have a surprise with Comet Lovejoy being at magnitude 4, so it's quite a nice sight. If we move into our evening sky of December 10th, Tuesday, December the 10th, well, pretty much the same type of sky with the planet-wise. Venus in the southwest at sunset. Venus is very bright, very easy to see. You just need an unobstructed view of your southwest sky. Neptune and Uranus high in the south around 6 p.m. The moon very close to Uranus on Tuesday, December 10th. So you might want to check if you want to spot Uranus. It might be a little hard to see because it's going to be washed out in the moon's glare, but with a telescope could be an interesting view. It's very close to the moon. Jupiter, well, of course, rising and very nice in the east sky around 9 p.m. 10 p.m. southeast sky, getting really cool. We continue on. Mars rising, of course, around midnight 30. And once again, another day where you can glimpse Comet Lovejoy and the early morning, about an hour before sunrise in the southeast sky. Visible to the naked eye. Maybe not in a big city. If you live in a very dark sky, there might be a possibility of seeing Comet Lovejoy actually. And we continue on as we go to Wednesday, December 11th. Once again, nothing much happening except for the moon changing space. So on Wednesday, December 11th, we will have, of course, Venus in the southwest sky. Very nice view around an hour after sunset. Getting slowly closer to the sun, so it's going to be harder to see each day. Neptune and Uranus, the moon to the left of Uranus tonight, Wednesday, 11th December. Very close once again to Uranus. So that could be something to help you find it. Jupiter rising just a little bit past 6 p.m., which is quite cool, and getting high in the sky. Very easy to see spot. If you never seen Jupiter, or if you want to show it to some of your friends, this is the planet to show everyone in this December. It's already high in the east sky at 8-9 p.m. So 9 p.m. is a great time to go and see it. Of course, you need to have a clear sky at least 30 degrees onto your east side. But if you have too many buildings, later on, around 11 p.m. midnight, it's very high in the south. So you should be able to see it almost from anywhere. Once again, Mars ruling the late night sky. Saturn rising before sunrise. Another cool planet to look for. Comet Lovejoy. I will have a special video just for Comet Lovejoy, so take a look at that with all the information on where to see it. Thursday, December 12th. What do we have? The same features once again as you see here. The sun sets, Venus in the southwest. Another great view to take at Venus an hour after sunset. It should be very easy to see as long as you can see very low to your southwest horizon. Neptune and Uranus higher in the sky. The moon getting bigger and bigger actually. So as you're going on day by day, the moon phase will be getting to a waxing gibbous moon. The moon is a feature that's always fun to watch through telescopes if you want to see craters. It's really nice. Even a pair of binoculars is enough. Jupiter rising just a little bit past 6 p.m. Take a look around 8-9 p.m. to your east and southeast, and you will see Jupiter. Very nice planet, very bright. Mars rising around midnight 15, slowly rising earlier and earlier, so as the month goes through, and especially in January, we'll start viewing Mars easy. Comet Lovejoy rising at least an hour and a half before sunrise, So take a look at that. If you are in a city with binoculars, you might actually be able to spot Comet Lovejoy. So if you're an early riser, take a look at that. Might be interesting. We're now going into December 13th, Friday, December 13th. And there's something special on that date. It is the maximum of the Geminid meteor shower. The Geminid meteor shower is a good one for very bright meteors. So even if you're in a big city, you might not see too many of them, but it is one of the best showers for really bright fireball-like meteors. So take a look. Every year I try to take a glimpse, at least an hour and a half. If you spend at least an hour and a half watching, there's a very good chance that you will see a very bright meteor streak across the sky, even in a big city. It is from the constellation Gemini, so that's where you need to look. And Gemini, for those who wonder where it is, just spot Jupiter. And go outside around 10 p.m. Gemini is getting high in the sky. Jupiter is right smack in the middle of Gemini. So the meteors of the Gemini are actually coming from that area of the sky. So Friday night, if your sky is clear, why not, gather friends around and look at Jupiter, have a little fun watching Jupiter rise in the east. And at around 10 p.m. start looking around that vicinity for bright meteors that could streak. Of course, the faint meteors are not going to be easily seen. The moon is going to be waxing gibbous. It's going to be really, really bright. So it's going to wash out the really weak meteors. But thanks to the Gemini that bring pretty much a lot of bright meteors and bright fireball-like meteors, this is probably the best shower for the winter time. So take note of Friday and December 13th for that night sky. And of course, as the night goes through, you'll watch. The higher the if you're at midnight, 1 a.m., you should see even more Gemini because it's going to be higher in the sky. And if you stay up late, around 1, 2 a.m., you should see Mars rising to the east. Mars is easy to define because it is very red, orange-like star, and it's quite bright. So not as bright as Jupiter, but it's a pretty bright planet. Comet Lovejoy should still be something an hour before sunrise, so if you're a comet watcher, want to try it out, I'll have, of course, a video on Comet Lovejoy. I'll also have a video on the Gemini meteor shower, so take a look at that. And we go into Saturday, December 14th. And of course, once again, Venus, very bright about an hour after sunset. You can see that it's lower every time. So it's going to get harder and harder to see. What's fun with Venus is that you can see it even if your sky, the twilight sky, is still very bright after sunset. You can really spot it really fast. So it's a good, nice planet to spot. Neptune and Uranus are in the south, high in the sky around an hour after sunset. The moon getting bigger and bigger. The moon is going to be very high in the south, more than 65 degrees, 70 degrees, which is very, very high in our sky. And that's around 10 p.m. Very nice. It's going to be a waxing gibbous moon. Of course, it's nearing the full phase of the moon. So slowly getting to a full moon early next week, actually. Jupiter at 10 p.m. very high, almost about 45 degrees, so halfway up your sky in the east southeast at 10 p.m. So this is going to be a very nice night to watch the moon, Jupiter, Mars rising against. This is still Comet Lovejoy that we can see. And finally, for Sunday, December 15th, if we go into the sunset, Venus going to be there in the southwest sky again. Neptune and Uranus in the south. The moon is getting bigger and bigger, really close. It's not going to be a full moon yet. It's going to be at almost. The full moon is going to be December 16, I believe. So take a look at that, almost full moon. Jupiter at 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m., very high in the east-southeast. So it's cool to take a look at that. Mars rising just past midnight, going to be a very nice sight for late night watch of the sky. Saturn rising around 4:30 a.m., also getting slowly farther away from the sun. So, and Mercury, Pluto, pretty much lost in the glare of the sunshine. That's why I'm not really talking about that this week. So that's what the sky will look like this week. Take a look at other videos we're going to post about the Gemini. The Gemini meteor shower. Also, we will post the views of the moon phases, and we will also check for Comet Lovejoy for this week and see where you can spot it. Take a look at our videos and hope you enjoy our channel. If you do, please share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to our channel. You'll know when new videos are online. We'll hopefully do every week videos. We will try to also post all sorts of very nice and informational videos, trying to help you spot those planets and stars, even in the big city sky. And hopefully you enjoy our videos. Give us thumbs up if you do, and that you'll come back to learn about astronomy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.